Welcome back to The Local Show, a service of Geddes Federal Savings and Loan and Safe Harbor Wills and Trusts. The Local Show, featuring conversations with business owners, employees, and local business leaders about their successes, challenges, and reasons for doing business right here in Central New York. The Local Show, locally produced by Zoey Advertising. Now, here are your hosts, Tom and Steve.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for carving out a little time on your Saturday and Sunday to be with Tom and Steve. It's the weekend that you wish would never end. A lot of people will say that.
Well, summer's only 3 weeks long, so really, yes.
So now we have we have road construction season and smoke season.
Well, you know, it's true, and it doesn't bother me. And I know folks it bothers a lot of people significantly.
Yeah, it is well, some people. I mean, Bob Lonsberry took a 6-mile run the first day. You know, he was like,
and he wasn't on the air the rest of the week.
No kidding. He was fine.
Sorry, Bob. That was a joke. Okay, it was a joke.
What I like is the particulates, and and I have a few friends who are in the toxic waste cleanup business, and they're just laughing, and they're saying people are out there wearing their COVID masks, thinking that they're doing something, and they're like,
can't make that up.
This is not going to do anything for the smoke. And I will say this, during this time of year, especially around here, you will see people sitting around a campfire every night, all the way through to the fall.
True.
It's not really a lot different than sitting there. And then some people like to recreational smoke the funny stuff while they're sitting around a campfire.
But just to be clear, those are the same ones during COVID wore a mask in the car by themselves.
Yes.
Just to be clear, I'm sorry. Did I say that? Can we say that? Oh yeah, we can say that. We can say anything we want.
Nutty.
I'm sorry. Did I offend multiple people, or are you chuckling? Maybe neither. I don't know.
What was interesting to me though, Steve, and Nicholas and I did a little thing. Nicholas is my son, for those of you keeping up with things. We were in the car and we were looking at the map and how far away Quebec is. It's really far.
Yeah, very good, Tom. You used a map. I'm impressed. Yes.
But what a distance it had to travel.
Yes.
And
everything kind of comes west-east weather systems and the jet stream and all that kind of stuff.
We just happen to be in one of those.
Did you just ask me a question about Geddes Federal, Tom?
I did.
Oh, look at it. Well, I thank you for asking that, Tom. Geddes Federal Savings and Loan. Need a mortgage? Get it at Geddes. Want to put some money in a CD and get a return that doesn't terrify you like the market might? Get it at Geddes. Right here in Syracuse. GeddesFederalSavingsLoan.com, Tom.
Very nice. So it's our pleasure to bring a new person onto the show. Alexander Talev is a doctor of physical therapy and owner of Home Stretch Therapy. How are you doing there, Alex?
Good. Thank you for having me on the show.
Well, it's very good.
I always enjoy listening to you guys on Saturday mornings.
No, you don't. Don't say that.
You must not have a life. Poor guy doesn't have a life, Tom.
Oh, thank you. If you're sincere, yes, thank you. Alex, your last name, Talev or Talev or Talev?
Talev is good.
Talev,
It depends on who you ask in the family.
Is there an ethnic background to that name?
It's Macedonian.
Oh, yeah. I know a lot of Macedonians.
Oh, I'm sure you do.
much better looking than you. Macedonia, you know where it is, don't you?
The Apostle Paul was called to Macedonia. I'll tell you a little about that.
Okay.
This was going to be a joke, and I just took it off. Go ahead, Tom.
No, I'm not. I wanted to know if you knew
it's over there, Tom.
It was part of Greece.
Yeah, look at you, Tom.
Very Greek.
That's impressive.
Macedonian food, wonderful. That's great. Actually,
so you do know.
I do. Yeah.
Most people say, "Oh yeah," and then they just kind of nod their head. And then I ask them, "Do you know where it is?" And they shake their heads and no, I've never heard of it.
No, there's actually a gal who has a business where they do chair coverings and stuff for wedding receptions and everything. Wonderful family, and the whole family works together.
Yep.
I see them on wedding receptions, and they're all from Macedonia. So interesting. Okay, but
thanks for coming.
Yeah. Did you bring any olives? So other than being Macedonian, how does that get you into physical therapy? What got you there?
Well, I was looking at healthcare to some extent, and I actually it was suggested to me to look into physical therapy by several people, and I kind of blew it off and said I wasn't interested in physical therapy. And I started volunteering at a clinic, and it just kind of looking out through the clinic, it was kind of everything that I had pictured in my head.
Gotcha.
So
Where'd you go to your primary college?
I have a bachelor's degree from the SUNY ESF.
Oh, okay.
So I started out at Syracuse University and wasn't all that happy there. I transferred to ESF and still took a lot of my classes at Syracuse University. I was in sort of like a pre-health professions program.
Okay.
And then I started doing the volunteer work and looking into physical therapy after I had graduated. So then I ended up going to upstate for physical therapy and went back a few years later and got my doctorate.
So when did you start the business?
Excuse me?
How did you start the business? Did you didn't work for somebody? You're like, hey, I'm going to start a business.
I was working at a home care agency, and was getting requests from a lot of clients about continuing.
Yeah.
Or we would I would recommend for them to continue on with therapy at an outpatient clinic, and for whatever reasons they didn't want to or couldn't, and I started working with people kind of on the side
individually.
And I was at the point where I was going to be leaving that job and either finding another job or looking at other opportunities. And I had been looking into this, starting this business for some time, and I just decided.
When was this?
This was in. I officially started the business in 2013, so it's been 10 years.
Okay. And are you is a physical therapist doctor an MD or
no? It's just a clinical doctorate. So the profession has gone towards a doctorate degree. So today, if anybody wanted to go to physical therapy school, they're all doctorate programs.
Okay. I gotcha. Steve won't be going anytime soon.
So who do you help?
We primarily work with older adults. So the average age of our clientele is mid 80s.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I would say our patient population age is probably from mid 50s to, I have a client who's 104.
Wow. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
So how do you help someone that's 80? Because a lot of our, Tom and I are at the bottom of that. There's folks higher up in that are listening. What do you do? Yeah.
We work with, so everybody that we would see, we would do an initial examination. So we would get a history on. Usually there is something that has happened to them.
Yeah.
Is there a decline in their function? Are they having trouble with balance? Did they have a fall? Did they have surgery?
Boy, you'd have a blast with Biden, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Pick one. Pick two.
For sure. We could definitely help them.
Yeah.
But we would do an examination and get an idea of what it is that they need to work on, be it strength or balance or a combination of things.
To what end? To what end? Okay, can I move better? To what end?
It's all individualized. So, people have different goals. I mean, our goal is always to get people as strong as possible, as functioning as well as we can.
Right.
I tell people
quality of life.
Yes,
right?
we're trying to get people to have the best quality of life possible. And everybody has different goals. Everybody has different things they want to achieve.
So let me just interrupt you there because we're short on time.
Sure.
Do the doctors send people your way, or do people come to you as an individual with issues?
We do both. We get a lot of self-referrals.
Yeah.
We get doctor referrals. We work with a lot of the retirement communities in the area.
Oh,
so fantastic. We'll get referrals from them.
Excellent. All right. Homestretchpt.com. Homestretchpt.com.
Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's okay.
There's the website, and it's Alex Doctor. We can call you Doctor, right?
Yeah, everybody calls me Alex.
Okay. Alex Talev, just like the olive.
Yes.
All right. And he's Macedonian, which, olives are part of his culture.
Yeah. So someone could call and ask questions. Maybe you can help them, right?
Absolutely. You can call, email.
Okay.
Text.
Hit the website and get the phone number and get the info.
It's great to meet you. I hope you come on again.
Good to meet you guys. Thank you.
All right. Coming up next, Erin Look over the looking glass or through the looking glass. She's the glass doctor right here on the local show on 570 WSYR. Stick around.